What's up, guys, man? Man, it's cold. I don't know if it's snowing where you're at, but it's definitely snowing where I'm at. It's freaking snowing outside like nuts. Um, Hope everybody's doing good. This week I just wanted to jump on live. I'm getting ready to head back to the house because it's really, really cold and there's a lot of snow coming down. I hope everybody's chilling like villains where they are and being safe. In our group this week, it's trucking webinar week, and it's very, very important because so many people jump in the trucking industry for so many different reasons, and we do so many different things wrong because we think everybody's telling us this way, that way. Hello, I'm here stuck in Louisiana because of the weather. Rima, a lot of people are stuck around here sitting at the petrol Atlanta. God bless you guys, man. It's safe. Like, I just drove into work in my car, and it's up here in Terre Haute, Indiana. We're supposed to get 12 more inches, and it's crazy right now, guys. Please be safe. Don't drive crazy. There's no money important involved. We've all been there. There's no bridge surfing that's ever going to make you ever want to do it again that you want to even experience. To slide across bridges and not be able to stop is not fun. And the cars and people trying to get out there, just don't get you guys self in trouble. Better yet, while you guys are sitting in these truck stops, you owner operators, you guys that have your authorities, you guys that are planning to become owner operators or get your authorities, now's the time. What's up, Felicia? Now is the time to be networking. There's so many different things going on right now. One thing, people are blaming brokers, right? Next thing, they're blaming oil prices. One person's blaming this person. But what I can tell you, there's always going to be things like that going on. Whether this president's in, that president's in, a lot of different things are going to happen. A lot of different things are going to always, it's never going to change in this business. And we have two types of businesses that we can run. We can run the one that goes up and down. It's like freight chasing all the time. And you guys know running all over the place for the highest paying dollar all the time is not fun. That's not why you truly got into trucking. Well, it might be fun while the getting's good, but as soon as the getting stops, then everybody wants to start blaming brokers, blaming this, blaming that. You know who you are. You do it all the time. And then because you got that one guy that knows better, that's always been that one guy forever, and that one group is telling everybody this and that. But and being in business, no matter if it's trucking, running a bowling alley, restaurant, flower shop, lawn mowing business, what's up, guys? Lawn mowing business or whatever, they all take work. The minute that you think about, like, whenever what was it? Netflix came in and blew Blockbuster's brains out. Like, this just totally destroyed them because they didn't constantly change. They didn't adapt to what's going on with the way the world was changing. And that's what we do in trucking all the time. Is no matter what, we adapt and we change. Just like with brokers can try to be out there and play the rates, but if they don't go and build relationships, they too get in the same binds as what carriers do when the script flips, man. And on both sides of the business, we have to build relationships all the time. We have to constantly research the network. This week in my class, we're doing trucking webinar week, and everybody's like, trucking webinar week, all you do is go file your MC number, then you get your insurance, which is going to be really freaking high depending on where you're at. And what's up, was that Jeremy Satterfield? Jules in the house. Everybody's like, it's so easy. You just file your MC number. Anybody can do it. Then you get your UCR and your BOC3, and then you get this drug testing place and answer the first code and get some folders in there and put your e-log in the truck and you go. And then you just let this guy dispatch you, or even if you're not using a dispatcher, I'm not even beating up the dispatchers right now. Even if you don't use a dispatcher, even if you didn't use a dispatcher, you would go and get your authority. You sit there and wait till you get active and you start going and jump on a load board in the first 90 days, or this factoring company freaks you out. And now you don't, like right now, if you're going active in the first 21 days, what are you going to do if you don't build a network of customers and brokers to use before you start? And you're listening to everybody else that says they have one. And then you get out there and there's more trucks than there is freight, and you can't even get a broker on DAT load board or 123 or internet truck stop, or Uber won't respond, Convoy. What are you going to do when they don't even answer the phone because so many people are calling it, and man, your insurance payments coming due? And there's so much more. Like, why didn't you talk to an insurance company before you start about what's the best place to start? Why did I just start where I'm at? And if I'm going to be a one truck guy, or am I going to add on trucks, company drivers, and how many can I add? Where can I go? Why is it, how much credit's needed to get insurance? What state's better? Will I flag myself if I start here, and can I move over there? There's so many things that are so important from day one, that is very crucial to where you start your company, how you're going to run your company, how big you're going to get it. What does fleet status mean? Well, what levels of fleet status? And then what is the differences of liability? Why would I get in a contract with an ELOC company if I'm going to add on owner operators and have stuff coming and going? Why would I do a month to month? What kind of ELOC company am I using? Everybody says Keep Truck is the best. Does it really, really work? Have I checked them all out? You know what I mean? And what is really involved with the new entrant audit? Just because these people passed it, what's involved in it? And do you really understand what they check out and how it all ties together in a timeline? All this stuff, I don't think people are understanding. And even with all that stuff, we all skip that. We get our authority, we get stuff going, we do this, then we get our insurance, we get our fuel cards, we get our factoring company, we get Foley's compliance package, and everybody's ready to go. People are blowing our phone off the hook. But then we go active and the reality sets in, because then all the bills are coming due. And we don't even understand about IRP plates if we're even going to have that in time. We don't understand the intrastate or interstate, or how much intrastate or interstate that we can do before we get in trouble, or if we should have both. And what happens if I get the wrong one? What happens if I don't have my plates before I start? It's all these different things that are out there that these people, everybody's jumping in with this J.G. Wentworth idea, and no one's building a plan. Like right now, there's so many people that are stuck in bad weather. They're at home. They're not operating their trucks. And all they're doing is waiting for the load board to change. Why? Why are you waiting for the load board at C.H. Robinson and TQL and Coyote, Avalon, Integrity, Lipsy, Blue Grace, all these mega brokers that you haven't even understood about rates or relationships about, because all you've done is chase the loads? When are you going to take time to get yourself off the load board, build relationships? Because consistency is what it's about. It is, because you can't pay your bills if you don't at least have some kind of consistency. And then from there, it's profit. What are those numbers? Do you really know what it costs to operate, or are you just chasing for quick pay, one quick pay to the next? Do you even know what it is to diversify? So that way, if something happens, that you have other forms of income coming in, or even how to get there, or how to build a product so people will stay once they come. What are you actually selling? What do you plan to sell with your trucking company? Do you really know what you're doing, or are you always listening to somebody else? Like you're listening to me, but are you listening to somebody else? You listen. I'm just sitting here laying out the timelines. I don't want to run your business. I don't want to book your loads. I don't want to do any of that. I want you to do it. So I'm different than a lot of these other people. I want to give you a 2 to 10 year plan from day one before you even spend $1, so you actually know what you're going to do with no agenda included. You like our partners? That's fine. I don't care. But what I'm telling you right now, everybody that's out there that was chasing the freight on the load boards, that you know it's true, all you hot shotters, Sprinter vans, box trucks, semis, reefers, unless you live in a certain area right now, or you have certain relationships with certain brokers, or you've already got customers that are maintaining their rates, you don't have a clue right now. I see it all over Facebook. Dispatchers aren't talking. Training schools are still promoted. Drivers don't know what's happening. Everybody's starting to blame brokers for cheap rates. But you're not calling and networking with the ones that aren't the cheap ones. You're not calling 30 customers a day because you think you can't, because you're one truck. You're not making anything. You're not doing nothing. And the ones that are with dispatching services, they're sitting there waiting for the guy to give you the next load, blaming the market, the fuel prices, President Biden, whatever you want to do, or Trump, whoever. All you're giving is excuses while you guys have your livelihoods on the line and something you work so hard to do. Why aren't you guys making phone calls, building relationships, getting off the load boards and running and building a product that you guys can plan with your trucking company from day one, from the very first day you start? Hope everybody's not freezing. I just got on to talk about that because I've already had so many calls today, and I just don't understand why we're relying on one thing to pay our bills or one person to run it for us. I don't get it. I just want you guys to. I just don't understand. Me and Frank have been coming on here for 3 years, and I don't understand why you wouldn't want to run your own business, even if you use somebody to do it and know what to do yourself. I wouldn't. How are you going to adjust for these times when these things change if you don't know how to make the calls and do the work? I can only imagine what people are sitting back thinking. Well, I know what people are doing. They're telling you to shut your authority down or just quit, come lease on with them. They'll help you. It's a lot easier that way. Yeah, let us do it for you. We haven't done it ourselves, but it's just a little bit better. You know what I mean? It's just like the guy that gets on there and says, I could really make 30, 40 phone calls a day to brokers that I've never worked with before or customers, and I could do that every day. But it's so much easier to offer some half-ass product and hire a dispatching service from somewhere else and have them call my guys all day and offer them supposedly what they want. And if I make a few bucks, they make a few bucks, and I have to keep hiring. It sounds like it's great. I'll never get no customers, and I'll never have time to do anything. Now, this is rare, but why wouldn't you do this yourself? Why wouldn't you control your business? Why aren't you networking? Why aren't you knowing about the different terms of insurance? Why are you just letting people call you? Why aren't you investigating how all this works with the different down payments, not down payments, the states, the rates? So many people still don't understand the difference of an S Corp to LLC, and all they know is H&R Block, and they're running a trucking business, and they don't get it. I don't know. So tonight we start trucking webinar weeks, and we're rolling like crazy. I'm so excited for a new group to come in and help them get their journey set, help some of the guys that have been stuck in a route really see that there's other opportunities out there, and why, it's until somebody really smacks you in the head and tells you about it, you really sometimes don't take the time to stop, or you have to hit a brick wall that really asks for help and see what you're leaving on the table. A lot of people do. Anyways, I'm not going to sit here and jab all afternoon. I just got on, and I want to know why I want you guys to be safe. This weather is really, really rough. And I hope you guys are making a plan while you're sitting there at home. If you're sitting at a truck stop waiting to roll, make those calls, especially if you have your authority, 1, 2 truck, 3 truck. Don't wait for somebody to do it for you. Pick up the phone. Call everybody. Find that world of freight that's not on the load boards, and it's big. I'm telling you, it's not. And get yourself connected. If you don't know how, and you're having trouble, and you guys need help learning how to do it, join our group, man, and come see us. We're glad to help you. Control your business, take care of your family, and be that guy that's working consistently all year. Don't be the up and down guy. For 1 minute it's great, you're in California. 1 minute you're down. What's up, Gordon? Don't be that up and down guy, man. Study the process. Don't get tied up. Don't get caught up in the games. Build your plan. Stay across all the time. Be prepared for the ups and downs with diversity. Otherwise, you'll fail. Do you guys know this morning? I don't know if you guys even pay attention. Literally this morning, over 1,700 1,500 plus MC numbers. I have to go back and count again. Every day, it seems like so many people in trouble with insurance and some of these things, and all they're doing is blaming rates, brokers. Everybody's a crook. I know everybody's trying to get in your pocket. Everybody wants to, but there's still a level of consistency and a level of product that you can have with your company. Every day I hear about people moving freight, getting customers, carriers getting customers. You guys, it's your opportunity to do this and to be able to grow your company and get big. I'm not talking about dispatching services or none of that stuff. I'm talking about trucking companies right now. Guys, you need a network. There's always two kinds of story to every situation. Just because one guy's lazy and has a bad attitude about it because he don't want to make the calls and do the work, it should just fall in the sky, out of the sky in his lap, doesn't mean that's how it is for everybody else. The rest of us have to get up. We have to shovel through the snow. I'm going to go right back out in the snow. I'm no different than you. I drove in trying to be here to teach you guys tonight, but I'm going to have to go home and set it up, and I'm still going to be available to work. You guys got to stay on top of your game. It never stops. You start out in the morning updating. Park it, guys. You're like, well, I'm sitting at the truck stop. Hey, sit at the truck stops idle. You got internet, whip out your computer. Make 20, 30, 40 calls. Start planning for your future. And find the freight that's not going to be here in the next couple of weeks. You don't know what's going to happen. This whole polar flex that we're having right now, dude, and with all the trucks being wrecked and all the freight being held up and all the brokers that are crying because they can't find enough trucks going to certain areas, we could come out of this in 2 weeks and the rates go back through the roof. If the rates go back through the roof, they're going to come back down. Then again, they may not. But still, even with that happening, what kind of company are you going to run? The consistency where you can pay your drivers, promise what they want, get them home on weekends, and make that over and over? Or are you going to stay running the freight chasing stuff where you sacrifice your drivers? But hey, don't worry. I'm taking care of myself and the man. That's not fun businesses. That's why everybody's recruiting all the time with the same stupid ads, the same messages. One pays $2 more than the next. There ain't no plan. It ain't fun. For some people it is. And it depends. If everybody's using your trailers and they're using their trucks and all you're doing is making a percentage and you don't have no skin in the game but trailers, then who gives it? I guess who cares then? But if it's the other way around, you have equipment and you own the trucks or you're the driver, you have different things. Every piece is so much different. Understand the piece and what's going on and keep researching and have a plan. You got to. We're tired of seeing you guys going out of business because you're listening to all these crazy platforms that every other word to God it's easy. You can do it. I did it. It is not easy. And you can't do it, but it's not easy. It's very, very hard. Freight chasing is always easy. A freight chasing business is great. That's until you start running around bad equipment. Can't do your tires, your safety score gets up. You have to hire every driver you can because you can't even get a decent one. That's not no fun. That's not the way it really works. There's so much more. Make sure you guys have a plan. Stay warm. Park your truck. Hey, thanks, Alvin. I was just getting ready to leave the office and head home. And I wanted to jump on real quick because it's snowing everywhere right now. It's crazy. It's even snowing in the office here. It's kind of chilly. Guys, take care of yourself. Like Frank said, we want to see you guys around. We don't want nobody in our group getting hurt or in Facebook world, man. We're right here on YouTube world, Facebook world. I just sick of seeing people not have plans. You say you have a written down plan, but people don't have plans. You guys do not have plans. Make a plan. If you don't know what a real plan is and what's really going on, get a hold of somebody in our group, Shaggy's Consulting and Training. We have mentors and people to help you. Let's get it figured out. Yeah, snow, what's that? We only get ice down here. Well, you keep your ice. I'll keep the snow. You guys have the ice. We're all getting along great. All right, so guys, if you don't have a plan or understand a plan or you've been chasing your ass like crazy, guys, have one. Have one laid out. Everything from your Edwards Jones lady with SEP IRAs all the way down to how much it costs, the fixed cost for your truck, and what is the escrow, all the way down to fuel price. You need to know how you duplicate this stuff. Exit plan could be a good one too. Sunshine. Those are all good. I'd like to have some sunshine right now. Oh, yeah. And if anybody has any questions about the website is going to be down. Our registration website is down for the next 7 to 10 days. We're upgrading our websites now, and we have to go from Stone Age to a little bit of New Age. So if you guys have any things about registration or one-on-ones or anything like that, just give us a call at 812-870-2039 or hit somebody up in the group. Hi, Pooja. Dude, the freeways are closed everywhere. Like everywhere it's bad. And it's going to be bad. We're getting 10 to 12 inches right now in Terre Haute. It's sick outside. I'll show you guys in a minute how crazy it is. Yeah, I like to come back to Miami. Lavos, Stone Age. Yeah, Stone Age. We have to move from Stone Age to New Age on our website. So everything's working on the website for the 7th, just not the registration box. We have to fix it. All right, but guys, have a plan. Stop rushing into this stuff. Know your 2 to 10-year plan. Lay it out. How are you going to work? What's your diversity? How are you going to do it? Then learn how you're going to pay for it all. Keep building a network. Stay tuned. This week we have Q&As coming up in our Facebook group, Shaggy's Consulting Training. We'll be having like 4 or 5 brokers present. It's going to be really good. I got to get it all lined up. It'll be Thursday at 1 o'clock this week. And I'm really, really excited to have this Q&A. Last ones we've been doing about 90 people, 70 people. I'm really excited. So hope to see you guys in the group. Stay warm, be safe. Anybody needs help with anything, just let us know. Give us a call, and we're always here for you. If it does, it does. Hopefully, it'll be past my time. So I ain't worried about autonomous trucks right now. I'm worried about paying the bills, making money. I could care less about that. Wrong group. Later, James. Yeah, I don't care about the autonomous, and I don't need the help from the government. They already help enough. So I don't need to go Washington. I don't need to go protest. I don't need to go through a fit, James. I don't need to hear about autonomous. I don't care about it. Right now, I mean, every year I have to keep working, making money, growing, and diversifying so that way I can keep moving forward until my time is done in trucking. Otherwise, that's what we do for a living right now. And we can do the best we can at what we're doing and adjust and adjust and adjust. And that's the way it's going to be. And it always is. Or I can go and worry myself to death about everything else. Yeah, happens, man. Welcome to the world. The next president will come in and he'll do something too. So I'm not getting political. Wrong channel, brother.